Don't know why I'm bothering to record this. I'm no Jazz. I do my duty and that's that. Anything I've got to say isn't worth a drop of energon more than any other grunt. I know Optimus would disagree and say that all Autobots are important, but words just aren't my way. I've got no gift to string them together and have it mean something, like some do. Me? I'll take some weaponry, an ambush point, and a patrolling Decepticon squad any day. Things are clearer that way. Simpler somehow. I follow my orders, pull hard when it's my shift, and leave the philosophizing to the ones who get the proper qualities. Speaking of, we got our marching orders. Kaon, storming the gates of Kokolar. Guess it's about time we gave Megatron and his some of what they got coming. Lots of new faces on this campaign. By the spark. Some of them rooks couldn't tell the business end of an assault rifle from the grip. That's not their fault, mind. This war's dragged on for far too long now. Lost too many soldiers to replace them all like for like. Scrap Megatron for it. He's scrapping the whole tin heap of a planet. It's plain as can be. Just look at the state of the place. Buildings are rusting, gears and slag are all strewn about every which way. Camp's clean at least. Orderly. Well, that's about all there is to say. Our energon stores are drier than dust, and that's the truth. If this war goes on much longer, we'll all just grind to a halt. Wouldn't that be something? Decepticon and Autobot frozen together. Puts a new twist on till all are one, doesn't it? It won't be long before we start encountering some resistance. New ones are eager. New ones always are. Rook saw their first action. Probably not quite so eager for a second taste now. Now, to be fair, some weren't exactly revving for it in the first place. Still, now they've at least walked through the scrap heap once. It was classic con tactics. Ambush a forward patrol but leave them functional so that the main force arrives and some overeagers get it in their processes to go and be a hero. Well, that just leads more to the scrap heap when the cons spring the real ambush on the would-be rescuers. It was a downright mess. Took 2 cycles to blast the cons out of their positions. Took another to sort through the rust and rubble to see if there were any bots that weren't totally destroyed. It'll take a lot more for some of them rooks to forget what they saw. If they ever do. It's not something I've mastered, that. Now this is soldiering. Utter boredom. Not a single thing happening for a whole solar cycle I've been on watch. Rooks are learning that a campaign isn't constant fights and explosions. And that the worst parts aren't the fights, but the waiting in between. That's when you really get to see what metal you're made from at your core. The fighting's easy. It's all fast, no thinking, wondering what if. The times in between. They're what gets you on the long campaigns. Some just can't handle the slow after all the fast. You gotta have something to pass the time. Me? I tinker with the odd piece of machinery that's bent out of shape. That and feeding the scraps to the stray Minicons. Not that I'm a sentimental bot, mind you, just isn't a use for some things is all. Got promoted. And doesn't make a gear sense to me. Nothing I did except my duty. Line needed holding, so I got the bots together and we held it. That's war. It's a strange world where you get rewarded for doing what you signed up to do. What any other would have done if they'd been there. Though I suppose I'm not sure it's a reward, being promoted. Just means now I got a new set of duties. Things best left to others, I'd say. Leading's all well and good when the ordnance is flying and everyone just needs a slap on the servos to get moving. It's a whole other thing to keep the bots' morale up after. We lost a lot of good soldiers today. Maybe that has more to do with the promotion than anything else. I think they're ready. Well, ready as can be anyway. Ready as they got time to be, since we're going to hit the gates of Kaon soon now. It's been a long haul getting this far. Cons have been buzzing like an imbalanced stabilizer. It's all been thick and fast. But this here's the last wait. Both sides lubing their gears, making repairs with what's left of the supplies. Even the rooks can sense it now. I guess that's not entirely fair. The ones left aren't rooks anymore. But this moment, everything's so mundane on the surface, placid. But there's a ripple of energon just below, waiting to explode in one last surge. Strange how so much can ride on one moment. Future of Autobots, future of Decepticons. The whole of Cybertron is balanced in this moment. It's a weighty thing, this last quiet, with everything wrapped up in it. Well, till all are one, they say. Huh. Fitting a benediction as any other, I suppose.